banker amongst our presence, Nicole. Nicole's been at Barclays Bank for the last 10 years, and she heads up digital policy with the bank. How do you, Nicole, think that CBDC, do you think that Barclays CBDCs as an opportunity for commercial banks? Should they be supporting this initiative? And how can banks play a meaningful role in CBDC research?
Thank you. I think that's a really valuable question. I'm just going to quickly say something before I answer that. One of the statements earlier was a CBDC is a problem looking, or a solution looking for a problem. And I have to say, I'm not sure I sit in that vein because we've talked about financial inclusion, which is a problem. And a CBDC, for some, in some jurisdictions, it could be a solution. I'm not saying it's the only solution. When I think about the Bahamas, the reason that they looked at a CBDC was because there were so many different islands, it was impossible to have ATMs on them. They needed to find something so people could get cash or cash-like. So I understand the statement of a solution looking for a problem, but I'm not sure it's necessarily always true. So I'm a lawyer by trade. I don't do law anymore. No disrespect to lawyers. Great that that's your job. I very much enjoy policy. And I was told once about 2 a.m. whilst doing due diligence that there's no such thing as a challenge. It's always an opportunity. So when I'm asked about whether there are opportunities for the banking industry, there are. I work for a bank that's been around for more than 300 years. We have had to evolve. We have had to innovate. The industry has had to innovate. And when I say industry, I don't mean established firms. I mean payment companies. I mean fintechs. I mean large technology companies. The ecosystem will change. The landscape will change. And new roles will come to fruition. So I think it's really important that the industry at large works collaboratively with our regulators to make sure that when, because I also sit in the category of not if, but when, digital money becomes an enhancement to the financial service industry, that we have worked alongside to make sure that the design choices that are made mitigate the risks that will come up. And that whilst I work for a bank, I am a consumer. We are all consumers. So whatever comes at the end of the table, whether it's cash or cash-like, we want to make sure that it's protected properly and that it's something that is going to be a utility for all of us. So I definitely do see opportunities. We just have to make sure that we collectively work out what they are and get there in the safest possible way in an efficient manner, mitigating the risks.
That's a very good answer. Thank you.